So today I thought we would go through 5 sun salutations, each one maybe just a little bit more than the one you've just practiced. A bit of a pick-a-mix of a warm-up for your practice today. So you could either just sort of choose one sun salutation, maybe do it 2 or 3 times before you begin, or maybe put them all together like I'm going to be showing you, and use it as a bit of a really good way to heat up your practice. So we're starting in Tadasana, top of mat. Take my options to modify where you need them, and let's begin. So starting in Tadasana, inhale, raising the arms, and folding forward, exhale, Uttanasana with straight or bent legs. Coming halfway, hands to shins, so halfway back. Folding back to your forward fold, knees, thighs, and lower belly lifted. Inhale, circle the arms all the way back, palms pressing together, coming into chair. From your chair to your forward fold, exhale. Lifting the chest, right leg steps back into a low crescent moon lunge. Taking a breath in, raising the arms, crescent moon. And exhale your hands by your foot, step back to plank. From plank to your knees, knees to child's. Spreading your fingers out, pushing your hips to your heels, come over the top of cat and up into down facing dog. Just checking your alignment in your down dog. Gaze is forward at your hands, walking or stepping top of mat, bringing your hands back to your shin bones and folding forward, exhale still with maybe a little knee bend. Taking the arms all the way back to the ceiling. And exhale, folding forward, Uttanasana. Chest is lifting, hands to shins. Folding forward, exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Coming into chair. Forward fold, exhale. Lift the chest to gaze, left leg steps back. Low lunge, you could always hang around here. Or come with me into crescent moon. Inhale. And hands back beside your foot, exhale. Stepping back to plank. Plank to your knees to child's. And let's make this last one a little slide forward onto our belly. And find our first low cobra. Tucking the toes under, downward facing dog. And you could take more time in downward dog each time if you need to. Or with me looking at your hands, step to the top of your mat, hands to your shin bones, flat back. Exhale, fold to your legs. Bringing the arms high above the head, how high? And coming back to that starting grounded Tadasana, Sun Salutation 2. Let's start with our arms lifted, inhale, and coming to chair pose. Bringing your right elbow to the outside of your left knee, and then taking the arms high back to chair. Bringing your left to your right. And then as you raise the arms, straighten the legs. Maybe add a little back bend. Exhale, fold forward into your Uttanasana. Lift the chest to gaze, take a step back to plank. From your plank, lower your knees and your chest, your elbows stay by the side of your waist. And find your cobra. Tucking the toes, downward facing dog. Stepping your right foot in between your hands and bringing your knee to the floor. And sliding back so your right leg is straight, flexing the foot if you can. And then as you come back in, lifting the right arm up, twisting in, and hovering your back knee off the floor, high lunge. Your right hand comes back beside your foot, and let's come up into our high lunge balance, anchoring into your back leg. Bringing both hands beside your front leg, straighten both legs, and take your right leg high into 3-limb down facing dog. Flex the foot, come back to downward facing dog. Coming forward to your plank. Lower your knees, your chest, your elbows still grazed in by the side of your waist, and finding your cobra. And toes tuck in, back to down facing dog. Just checking form, hands spread, weight through your legs, weight even through your body. Gazes forward, look at your hands, walk or maybe try a little jump to the top of your mat, back is flat. Fold into your legs, exhale. Extending the arms high, pressing the palms together. Coming back into your chair. Left elbow to the outside of your right knee. And back to chair. Right to left. And back we go. Straighten the legs, little back bend. And folding forward, Uttanasana. Lifting the chest to gaze, stepping back to your plank. Lower your knees in your chest, coming into your cobra, but if you're warming now, maybe just picking up the shins, up facing dog. And downward facing dog. Stepping your left foot in between your hands, come into your back knee. We're sliding back into our back hip, flexing our left leg. And as we come in, lifting the left arm and just sort of taking that right knee off the mat. Hand coming beside your front leg, coming up into your high lunge. How's the balance? And this time as you bring your hands beside your front leg, step in. Fold into your legs, inhale. Extending the arms high. And back to Tadasana. Exhale. Sun Salutation 3. So raise the arms, breath in. This time just take that swan dive into your forward fold. Lift your chest, bring your weight into your hands and step or try a jump to plank. Coming halfway on knees and chest into cobra, or let's find up dog now. And downward facing dog. Taking your right leg off the mat, bending your knee. And bringing your foot in between your hands, your back foot to the floor. Let's be a warrior one. So inhale to your warrior. And exhale back to plank. Going to find one press up. Inhale. Exhale. And downward facing dog. Stepping your left foot in between your hands. Your back foot to the floor. Find your warrior one. Inhale. And your plank, exhale, halfway, but let's add up facing dog and downward facing dog. Nice short, sweet sun salutation that we all know. Gazes forward at your hands, bend your knees, stretch back to your thighs, and try a little jump to the top of your mat. Straighten your legs, and exhale, fold. Take a breath in, extend the arms high. Let's do that all again. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Lift the chest to gaze, weight is forward. Step or try a little jump back. Halfway down, up facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg leaves the mat, just bending the knee, bringing the leg through. Your back foot to the floor. Let's find warrior one, inhale. And back to your plank. Plank to your one press up. Inhale. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Left leg leaves the mat. Just sweep that leg through, in between your hands, back foot to the floor. Coming into your warrior one, inhale. And back to your plank. Use your knees if you need to, or chaturanga. Into up facing dog and downward facing dog. So if that one hasn't warmed you up, this next one should do. So rise to your toes, bend your knees, stretch back to your thighs and jump to the top of your mat, halfway with your back. Exhale, fold to your legs. Take a breath in, extend the arms and back to Tadasana. Sun Salutation 4. Let's start with that extended Tadasana and come back to chair. Bring your hands to your chest. Bring your right elbow to the outside of your left knee and then back to the middle. Bring your left to your right and then back to the middle. Let's bypass middle. Let's go right and left. Doesn't matter if that knee doesn't hook. And right to left. Back to the center, stay in chair. Circle the arms. Forward fold, exhale, Uttanasana. Lift the chest to gaze, step or jump to your plank. Halfway or fully to the mat. Up dog or just modify cobra. Downward facing dog. Right leg leaves the mat, bend the knee this time and be a little bit more sort of exploring, creative with that knee bend. Bring your knee to your nose to your knee and tie that tiger curl. And then send the leg high, inhale. Let's do that again, knee to nose. 3, limb down facing dog. And on the last we land, bring the back foot to the floor and come up into your warrior 1. Let's add a warrior 2 and a reverse warrior. Exhale. Wimble the arms around and step back to plank. Adding 1 press up, inhale. Exhale, right side plank, or just hang around in plank as a modification. Can't say it. Back to your plank. Knees are halfway. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Gazes at your hands, bend your knees, stretch back. We're going to be clever and try and land in that chair position. Sweep up the arms, palms pressing together, and then tuck them into your chest. Let's go straight for this left to right this time. So left elbow, right thigh, and right to left, left, and left to right, and right to left. Back to center, circle the arms, Uttanasana, forward fold. Chest is lifted. Step or jump to your plank. Chaturanga. Up facing dog. Downward facing dog. Exhale, left side. Lifting the left leg off the mat. Bend the knee. We're exploring this knee bend. It's a lovely way to open the inner hip. Bring the knee to the nose to the knee. Extend that leg high. We do that again. Breathing out. Breathing in. Last one, we land. Back foot to the floor. We lift to warrior 1. Warrior 1. Warrior 2. Reverse your warrior. Enjoy that back bend. Circle the arms. Find your plank. Chaturanga. To plank. To left side plank, or just hang around in your plank there. Come back to your plank, halfway, or use your knees. Up facing dog, or just take a cobra. And down facing dog, exhale. So mighty sun salutation, that one. Last one, this is my favourite, enjoy. Gaze is forward at your hands, bend your knees, just take a little stretch back. And step or jump, top of mat. Halfway, breathe in. Folding forward, exhale, grounding your legs, knees, thighs, lower belly lifted. Inhale, reach the arms high. And back to Tadasana. Last one. So we're going to circle the arms up and come up onto the tips of our toes. And sit into our chair, hands to heart, on our toes. So from your sort of toes chair position, and you might be wobbling, bring your hands to mat and see if you can straighten your legs while you're still on your toes. And then lift the chest, heels land, thank goodness. Step or jump plank. Vinyasa. Through up dog and down facing dog. Let's take our right leg off the mat, 3 limb down facing dog, bend the knee. And just bring 1 tiger curl in, exhale. And inhale. This time we land, bring the back foot to the floor and come up into your warrior 1, your warrior 2, and your reverse warrior. Maybe add a little heel raise to that one. Circle the arms around to your front foot and step back to plank. Now lower your knees and sit back to Charles. And you could hang around here if you want. Or come over the top of cat and raise your left arm off the mat. Thread that arm through the needle between your right hand and knee. And as you lift that arm back, just hop up with me into a side plank. Come around to your plank. Take your right leg off the mat. Bring your knee to your opposite elbow, and if it's in your practice, bring your foot next to your hand on the inner edge of your back foot and come to wild plank. Bring both hands to the mat, step back, plank, vinyasa, chaturanga, up dog, still smiling, should be warm now, and down facing dog. Exhale. Take a gaze to your hands, bend your knees, and see if you can land in that chair position. See if you can lift up onto your toes from here and sweep the arms up so we're on our toes in chair. We're folding forward, still on our toes. It doesn't matter if you have to put your heels down. Lift your chest, ground your heels, keep your weight forward. Step or jump plank. Last one, halfway. Breathing in, up facing dog. Exhale, down facing dog. Taking our left leg off the mat. Knees bending, confident there with that. Knee to nose to knee, curl your spine. Extend the leg high, reaching. Last one, we're landing. Back foot to the floor. Let's be a warrior one for the last time. And warrior two, exhale. Take and reverse, maybe that heel is raising again. Windmill the arms around. Step back to plank. So taking our knees, sitting back child. So if you're modifying, you just hang around here a little longer. Or coming over that top of that cat and reaching your right arm up. Threading your right arm through the needle between your left arm and knee. As you raise your arm back, coming up into side plank. Spinning back to your plank. Left leg lifts, 3-limb down dog. Bringing your knee to your opposite elbow. Maybe foot to hand. And maybe take that last wild plank here with me. Bringing your hand back, your leg back to plank. Chaturanga, inhale up, facing dog. Exhale, down, facing dog. And breathe. I had to laugh there just to get my breath back to nice and full. So I'm warm, I don't know about you, hoping you are. Shoulders open, neck long. Couple of breaths here. Spread the hands. Spread out the toes. Just noticing now that the hamstrings maybe a little bit more open to flexibility. Your core feeling a little bit more sort of strong and raring to go. Rise to your toes, bend your knees, stretch back to your thighs, and step or try that last little jump to the top of your mat. Back is flat, and fold to your legs, exhale. Taking the arms high, inhale. And let's come back to where we started, to our Tadasana, exhale. I hope that warmed you up. I hope you can use maybe one or two or all of those to start your practice today or whenever you've got the time. So have a really nice day, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Take care.